Welcome to Eggcellent Adventures, where I, your host Reec Swiney, take a step away from my duties as a radio and TV personality and give you a first-hand look at my other love, backyard chickens and homesteading. Take a listen to conversations I have with others who are in farming, homesteading, and connected brands. And some of those conversations go a little like this.
She does say I have too much, though. She says I have too many, but I don't think I have enough.
The chicken math started mathing.
Yep, it's never ending.
I only started with like 4 laying hens. Now I have over 100 chickens and geese and quail.
So the first question we ask everybody that comes on to the Eggcellent Adventures, what was your old cluck moment?
The first thing that comes to mind is when the first time I got locked inside one of my own chicken coops.
We talk about the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Now let's see who's on this episode of Eggcellent Adventures. All right, we back at it again. Another Eggcellent Adventures. We have a very special guest on the line as always, man. This woman right here, though, she's like super famous in the chicken community. If you ask about Chicken Daddy's calendar, her name is gonna come up. Everybody knows her. It's like a 5-year waiting list to be featured in the calendar. We have none other than Danielle Elizabeth of Chicken Daddies in the building.
Hello. Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing great today. How are you?
I'm well. I'm really well,
Good.
man. Let's take people back a little bit, and then we're going to get into some history. So I met you online, of course. Then I got the email, the coveted email that everybody wants to get to say, hey, would you like to be featured in Chicken Daddy's calendar? Of course, I said, yes, I do want to be featured in Chicken Daddy's calendar. And man, it's a very hilarious thing, but it's got a great cause attached to it. And you just do some amazing work, and you're super famous in
Thank you. Thank you.
So, and y'all social media is off the chain. Like, you find the funniest memes and stuff to post.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time in the chicken Facebook groups, and people are sharing funny memes there, and yeah, that's my humor.
I love it. I think everybody kind of loves it too. Tell us a little bit, like, I know because I've talked to you personally, but tell everybody who may not know what Chicken Daddy's calendar is and kind of how you got started with that and everything.
Okay. Well, it started in 2021. There was a Target, like a challenge going on the internet called the Target Dress Challenge. And people were putting on the silly prairie style dress from Target and making fun of it, basically, with their farm animals and their chickens. Mm-hmm. And during the pandemic, I had gotten chickens. I had them growing up, but decided to get them again because I thought the kids would enjoy them while we're stuck at home. And so I had been a photographer for many years, and I was laid off from my job as a web developer too, and was bored. So we did this silly photo shoot in the backyard with the Target dress. And I kind of wanted the concept to be like tongue in cheek, like feminine boudoir style. And so I shared that on social media, and it kind of blew up. And I didn't expect that. It was just for fun. And everybody was like, we want a calendar, make a calendar. So then I went out to the local chicken Facebook groups and asked some men if they wanted to be a part of it. And I found some men and started photographing and sharing it to social media, and it blew up even more. And I had gotten men from all around the world at that point who wanted to be a part of it. And it just took off from there. So it's basically it's just men wearing silly outfits, matching outfits sometimes with their chickens. It's meant to be silly and fun. And I think a lot of men view it as a challenge as well, to not be afraid to show their sense of humor.
Right. And I love it because you get people kind of acting out of character in a way and having a little fun at the same time. But man, that's an amazing story. Like, you found another path in a pandemic, as so many of us did. It's like you had to pivot a little bit, but it was still in your wheelhouse. Yeah. And I had a lot of experience as a web developer and designer too, and marketing. So I think that really helped. I basically knew how to market it. And I think that helped it take off as well. No, that's awesome. Did you ever, at any point at your other job before this stuff, ever think that, I'm going to be traveling the world taking pictures of men in peculiar outfits with chickens?
Never. And it's my dream come true. It's the best job in the world. I love it.
Yeah.
All of these men, including you, like all these men you want to be friends with, like they have like the best sense of humor and they're so friendly and they're amazing people. And traveling around the world, getting to meet these people is amazing.
Yeah. Now tell me about the travel. Like, tell us some of the places you've been to take pictures, because you go to each person's place. You go to either their farm, or if they have a backyard chicken coop or something like that, or wherever you go. So tell us about some of these places you visited.
I've been to, my favorite was Australia. I loved Australia so much. Australia is actually second to the United States in sales for the calendar. They love the humor. I went to New Zealand and Costa Rica, Germany, Israel, Canada, all over the United States. I feel like there's more. I can't remember. We did a photo shoot in the middle of Times Square, New York, which was
that's crazy.
Probably one of the most memorable ones.
Now that's amazing. Like, you've been literally everywhere to do your calendar. Like how many, cause it seems like you drop a calendar every month. Now it seems like it's a new calendar coming out every month or two.
It's 2 calendars per year.
Okay.
So 2 different themes. And then that means I need 24 men every year, basically.
Yeah. Now, how many people are knocking down your walls through social media trying to get into the calendar?
I get thousands and thousands of applications, and it's kind of hard to go through them. And sometimes people get a little upset about it. And I just want you to know, like, I'm a little overwhelmed. I wish I could have everyone in it, and all these people are amazing. But there's a lot of applications.
Yeah. And it's only 12 months, guys. Relax. Like it's only 12 months.
I've gotten a few upset messages over the years. So
who knew there was that many chicken daddies out here?
Yeah, I had no idea.
That's cool, man. Usually when we go through this, we kind of ask different chicken questions, and we ask her, is there any family involved when it comes down to the farm and stuff? And I know you have chickens and stuff yourself, but your mom, she was awesome. Your mom came out, you did our shoot. So is there any other family involved? And tell me, how is it having mom is like, be so helpful with what you got going on?
Yeah, my mom's name is Deanna, and she's come with me on so many of the trips. She came with me to Australia and New Zealand and all over the United States. And she's really helpful because she'll help with setting up the scenes. And if I need someone to hold the flash, she helps with ideas. And she's also just a really good support to be with me. But sometimes I'll bring friends with me too.
Especially if you're going to like Costa Rica or something.
Yes, I did bring a girlfriend with me to Costa Rica. That was really fun.
It's got to be great to be kind of living that dream to where you're at work, but at the same time you're at play. And I think that's when it comes down to a great balance. Yeah,
that's exactly how it feels. Like I feel like I'm just, it's so silly and it's so fun and I'm having so much fun doing it. But at the same time, it's really overwhelming too. Like I'm basically doing a lot of this myself, all the marketing, the packing the calendars, designing the calendars, planning all the travel and the concepts. It's really overwhelming. It's too much for one person, but it's still really fun. It's the best.
No, it is. I mean, it really is. And you see the when you post the pictures and some of the product, some of the, the calendar, I'm called product, but some of the product shoots and you place it online, you get such great feedback. Man, it's really, really awesome. Do you see yourself having, because it sounds like you may need to hire on a couple of people now. I was thinking about it. I think that might be a good idea. I have, I filmed some footage with you. And I feel I'm so overwhelmed and busy. It's hard for me to get to editing those videos because I'm in charge of that as well. Yeah. So even having like an editor or something, hiring someone would be really helpful.
So I'm thinking about it.
Gotcha. Those videos are so cool too. Like I think I saw the last one I saw was you got the guy frolicking through the flowers. So,
Yeah, Dutch.
yeah, that was pretty.
He's been in a couple videos now. He's great. He lives locally, and I just met him in a Facebook group, and now we're really good friends. And he'll come over, and we'll do barbecues, and
Cool.
yeah, it's cool.
It's got to be dope to actually, like you said earlier, kind of build bonds and friendships through this thing too. And it's like people of like-minded, come together and
Yeah.
because it's like now when I go into rooms, it's not hard to find, but it's like sometimes I just want to talk about my chickens.
Yes, me too. Not everyone's on the same wavelength with that.
Right. It's hard to find chicken people in a room of regular people.
It is. But for some reason, this blew up because of chickens. Like people find them beautiful and endearing, I guess. I don't really know what it is, but it's the men and the chickens. It's the combination. Yeah. And these are non-chicken owners that like it too.
We've reached that part of the show where we hook you up with some insider information. And this week, it's all about eating, pet, and pasture. And I got a 20% discount code for you. As farmers, we know the love and care it takes to raise happy and healthy animals. So choose the best when it comes to bedding, premium cut Timothy hay, and treats for your furry and feathery friends. So if you're looking for super absorbent hemp bedding or nesting pads for your laying ladies, look no further than Eaton Pet and Pasture. Check them out right now at EatonPetandPasture.com, and first-time shoppers get a 20% discount by typing in Reec at checkout. That's REEC at checkout. Now let's get back to another excellent adventure. That's dope, man. I think you found like a great niche. Nobody has this type of product out, and like you really took over the market. You know what I mean? It's been really, really cool to see. And really, really, really cool to see. So when you went out to Australia, did you have any expectations of what you thought you might see? And then you get to see something that it was maybe change your mind about what you saw?
This was a bucket list of mine for 10 years. I really wanted to go to Australia, and it was great that the calendars were so popular there, and I got so many applications from there. So I already knew it was somewhere I wanted to visit. And when I went, it was better than I imagined, I guess. It was just something that I really like about it is everyone's so friendly there. I don't want to say people in the United States aren't friendly. Many people are. But if you go to Australia, like literally everyone is so friendly. They want to talk to you. They want to chat. They're in a good mood. They have the same sense of humor. It's just the culture is a little bit different there, and I really like it.
And that's cool. It seems like a really good vibe. Anything I've ever watched with Australia seems a great vibe, except for some of the animals. They look like anything could take you out of Australia.
Honestly, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I ran into any scary bugs or animals. That's probably if you go into the outback or and somewhere like that.
That's cool. How many people did you shoot when you were there?
I just went and photographed one. And New Zealand was combined with that. So we went to New Zealand and then we went to Australia. Man, it was also kind of a vacation too, of course.
Hey man, that's living right there. You get to go and do your job, make some money, and then have some vacation.
Yeah.
That's cool. By how many calendars have you been selling like per year? It seems like a whole lot.
It fluctuates a little bit, but there's always 2 themes each year. And it's on average about 13,000 per year. Yeah. That's worldwide.
Crazy. So on my other job, on the regular radio station I work at, I have a hype bell, but I'm just going to pull it into the scene and hit it for that. That's crazy. That's a lot of calendars to be selling of chicken.
It is. And I did not expect that the first year. I ordered like 2,000. And because I was like, oh, if I make something on this, that's great. It was just for fun. And then it just went wild. I could not even believe what was happening. I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. And it was a really cool experience.
That's cool. So I know a lot of people in this world right now, they're trying to do different things for print pamphlets, just different things to get their message out, things that they learn, they want to share with people. Is there anything you can like touch on with that as far as like with the calendar? Did you have to change the way you were doing things? Did you have to move to like click to ship or something like that?
Oh, like I had no idea what I was doing. Before I had only photographed as a service, I guess, for family portraits and stuff like that, weddings. So this time I was selling a product, and that's an entirely different animal. Like I had to learn all the applications that I needed to do this. For example, shipping. I had to get a shipping app so I can like print everything at once. I had to estimate how many calendars to order and try to keep them coming in on time, keep up with demand. And I'm getting a little bit better at it every year, but there's so much more too. I don't know if I have. Were you asking like if I have advice to give?
No. That's what you're saying. Kind of opens the door for people to maybe go on your social media and ask questions and stuff like that. This is kind of just taking a peek behind the curtain to kind of see what is going on, Chicken Daddy. Who is Chicken Daddies? Because we see you sometimes. You're like, every once in a while post a picture of yourself or post a picture of you doing some stuff, and it's kind of cool for people to get to meet the face behind it, but this is kind of like a little peek behind the curtain.
Okay. Yeah. I think something that has been new for me also is video editing. I always did websites and photos, and that's an entirely different experience for me as well. I had to learn how to use the application to make it, and timing everything to music and planning all the scenes. Yeah. That's another aspect as well. I think people really like the videos too.
They do, and it really shows kind of like the growth within the space with you, because it's obviously started out, like you said, as a couple of funny pictures and posts that you saw, but it blew up. So it's like, okay, let me try to see if I can make some business out of it, and then the business blew up, and now you're kind of expanding even more. So that's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. So let's take a trip on the Wayback Machine. You said you were first introduced to chickens in the beginning, like you had chickens before. What was that like? Did you grow up with them? Was it like a farm? Was it like a backyard chicken setting?
Backyard chicken setting. And actually, I lived with my parents just a few miles down the road from where I live right now. My mom got us some backyard chickens, and they became my favorite animal very quickly. In school, I actually got made fun of a little bit, and they called me the chicken lady. And at the time I didn't like it, but now I'm like, I'm the chicken lady. So it's fine.
Look at me now. Right. Do you ever see any of the kids that call you chicken lady? You be like, yep, guess what? And the chicken lady is the chicken daddy queen.
I'd like to.
Right. That's pretty cool. So why did she get chickens? Did she just want eggs, or just was a hobby?
I think the same reason I got chickens a few years ago. She got it for us kids, me and my sister, just to raise animals, and because we loved animals, and the eggs are a bonus. So they're mostly pets.
Yeah, same here. What do chickens do for you outside of the eggs? Like, what do they help you with outside of just getting eggs?
I don't know. There's something about making a cup of coffee and going outside and sitting with them and watching them. They're so fun to watch it when they forage. I have some chickens that will jump up on my shoulder when I go outside. They're just a pet to me. I love them. They're not very snuggly, really, right, but there's just something about them. They're a beautiful animal, and sometimes they're not very bright at certain things, but I do have a very intelligent hen named Coco Vaughn. She's the queen.
Okay. What breed is she? We've reached that part of the show where we hook you up with some insider information, and this time it's some egg side information. Y'all know what I mean. Because people ask me all the time, how do you get your chickens so fluffy and healthy and happy? And their eggs are so bright, beautiful, and they taste delicious too. I would love to dedicate all those things to me coming in and having a great time in that chicken coop every day and shaking it up with those ladies. But the fact is, it comes from a healthy and balanced diet of Purina's Laina. That's the brand we use. Whether you've got laying hens and you want to go with the Purina Lane plus omega-3, or you got a bunch of baby chicks running around in your brooder and you go with that Purina Start and Grow Crumble, you can't lose. I know we haven't. So visit their website today, and in 3 easy steps, you can get discount coupons for the Purina product that's right for some great nutrition for your animals. I did it myself, and it only took me about 2 minutes. It's absolutely worth it. And to make things easier, we have the hyperlink on our website, BlackYardChickens.com. Just look under Product of the Month, and you'll see the link right there to go and try your Purina Feed Greatness. And through their trial program, they can pair you with the right nutrition and let you try it with your animals and see the results. Now, I can tell you all day how Purina Feed Greatness has been absolutely phenomenal for my chickens, goats, ducks, and rabbits. But you can see for yourself. Go to BlackYardChickens with the Z.com. Now let's get back to this week's adventure.
So she was given to us as something else as a chick, and then she grew up looking different than the other ones, and I think she's an Ancona.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's what she looks like.
I wouldn't know either if you're saying it right. Like, I'm new to this too, but I've just been diving into it and grabbing as much information as possible. So speaking to different people and yourself and getting in those groups, like you said, on Facebook is always helpful. But I've had the same thing. Like, I bought a copper black Moran, and it turned out to be something totally different. So I get what you're saying.
I've had that happen twice now. And it's fine. It's welcome, because they end up being my favorite chickens for some reason. I don't know why, but
all right.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I just wanted to touch on that too, because it seems like everybody I know that has farm animals or some type of backyard homestead situation, even if it's a small space or an apartment with quail, it seems like they have a different piece of touch that kind of helps their mental health every day.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I'm glad that I was able to use them to help with other people's mental health too. They get to look at this funny calendar, and many people say it makes them smile every day, and they love it's a conversation piece at their work, for example.
I bet if somebody walked by somebody's desk and saw that calendar, it'll definitely spark some conversations.
It does.
That's cool. Do you have anything on the horizon for like Chicken Daddy's calendar for the next year coming up? Is any special places you're kind of looking forward to traveling and seeing and photographing?
I'm so busy right now fulfilling orders for 2024, but I'm still kind of thinking about next year. I do have a couple themes that I'm working on. I can't say what they are, but there is someone in Ireland I'm hoping to see. I can share that.
Okay.
I'd love to go back to Australia, but I don't know. It's also a time constraint as well. Like, I can't. It takes so much time to do all this. But yeah, there's a little glimpse.
Man, that's pretty cool there. So when you do the calendars, is there any opportunities for sponsorships or anything? Because I see that it seems like it may be able to grow into that as well.
At this time, I'm just doing donations to I pick a charity every year, and for this next season, it's Farm to Fight Hunger, and they grow fresh produce and give eggs to people in need in California. That's what I'm doing at this time.
Yeah, we love that. And like I said earlier, it's for a great cause. You pick these different charities, and they kind of tie into what's going on. Like you said, fresh eggs to people in need. And that's amazing. So we just wanted to give you your flowers and say thank you for what you're doing and just commend you on an amazing business.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Your Facebook is crazy. Your Instagram as well as your TikTok. What is your favorite social media platform to kind of play around on as well as do business with?
I probably would say Facebook is my favorite, but Instagram is definitely, it seems like it's growing. Like it's growing a lot faster than Facebook for some reason, but for some reason, Facebook is my favorite.
That's cool. That's cool. Is there one thing or shoot that really stands out that was surprising to you, or something that may have happened that was super funny or unexpected that you want to share?
There's so many stories. Probably the one in Times Square was one of the most outrageous ones. And the man actually, he's not a chicken daddy. So I had to find someone with a chicken that lived nearby, and it was so hard to find someone in New York. It took me months, but I found someone nearby, and she brought 3 chickens in a stroller We all just like met there in the middle of Times Square and did the photo shoot in the middle of the road during red lights, and all the cars were like, everybody in the cars were like watching, and that was cool.
That's cool. You stopped traffic in New York Times Square. That is a story to tell. Yes, like.
It was also pretty cool meeting with Matt Matthews. I know a lot of people know Matt Matthews, who does the farm chores videos. And also Jake Nodar, the cock whisperer. Those were two really cool experiences too.
Right. You got TV royalty, then you got Matt Matthews, who everybody follows. He got like 5 million followers on TikTok and stuff. He's got hilarious videos and did shoot with them. And he's a photographer too, if I'm not mistaken.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
The dwarf photographer.
Yep. So you're doing some amazing things, man. We're not gonna hold you because I know you're super busy, and I see you got the holidays already. Got the
I do. Before Thanksgiving, the decorations go up.
There you go. Well, tell everybody I said hello. Thanks again for letting us be a part of your Chicken Daddies calendar. Everybody go get my issue. And and thank you again for coming on Eggcellent Adventures.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Eggcellent Adventures, powered by BlackYard Chickenz. Now, if you think you want to raise your own backyard flock, here's the site for you, BlackYardChickens.com. We make entertaining videos about raising baby chicks from scratch. You know what I mean by from scratch, right? Or maybe you want to learn how to take care of your own big chickens or hens and get those fresh eggs, building a coop or buying a coop, having the necessary things inside that coop to get great egg production. You'll learn a lot of the neat tricks I've picked up along the way from other chicken enthusiasts, and you can get pretty eggs just like those. So follow us on social media and check us out on our YouTube channel.